Oh boy. Come on in here. Come on in here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Jump on in. Let's talk about it. This is the Voch Lombardi live halftime report. Come on in. We got stuff to talk about. Come on in. Come on in. Boy. What's happening, Box of Cars production? You up first. Salute to you. Come on in. Come. Let me make sure my shirt's straight. Let me make sure my shirt good. Let me make sure my graphic is visible. Andy holding that goddamn ball, boy. He think he got the 2016 O line to keep him safe, boy. He just holding that monster, boy. Whoo! Come on in. Come on in. Optimistic Voch is here to talk about it. Come on in. Let me make sure my graphic is visible. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Let's talk about it. This is the halftime program. The halftime program. Who else is up in here? Nate, J. Hart, Mackenzie, Andy, Ashlyn, Vignay. That's kind of fire. Vignay, Tasha. What's up, Tasha? Boy. All right, y'all. We gonna let this thing fill up for about 30 more seconds, and we gonna get to the analysis. We gonna let this thing fill up for another 30 seconds, and we're gonna get to my grand analysis. Boy. I tell you what, man. Optimistic Voch can't pull us out of this mess. And I just see people looking around for answers like Brian Brothers, what do we do? Jeff, what do we do? Voch, what do we do? Ja Rule, what do we do? Quincy Jones, what do we do? And I'm like, don't look at Quincy Jones. Don't look at Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is not gonna help you, player. My goodness, come on in. We at all right, cool. We got 119 people. Listen, man, okay, I normally don't get too involved on the Twitter machine during the game or whatever because the Twitter machine can be a very toxic place. It's not a very happy place for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm trying to analyze the game and get my thoughts together, my talking points real good. Drop. And get my thoughts together and my talking points and all that. She's hey. Um, you know, I actually decided to just frequent just to sit down and just be a part of Cowboys Twitter this week. I just wanted to be a part, just so I can get an idea of what the vibes was like. You know, I wanted to tune into Cowboys Twitter just to get a good idea of what the temperature in the room was. And the interactions on Twitter have been feel go good. The interactions on Twitter have been incredibly interesting. What the hell's going on here? What in tarnation is going? Who's fighting? Who's fighting? Anyway, um, so we have dealt with Dak Prescott haters. Okay, we've dealt with Dak Prescott haters, and one thing I wanted to make incredibly clear, and everybody that's kind of tuned in right now, I want to say for the most part, the people that tune into me kind of mirror my personality. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to y'all for mirroring that. But I want to say for the most part that Cowboy fans will get so evil, and Cowboy fans will be so toxic, so negative, conduct detrimental to the team with number 4. You know, I always have this thing where I say Cowboy fans would rather a potential player play than the player that they know is good. You see what I'm saying? We've seen this all over the place with, we'd rather play Rico Gathers, or we'd rather play such and such player. Or let's put Xavier Suafilo out there. You know what I mean? Like, we're just so caught up in the guy that's not getting it done. So there have been two factions of Cowboy Nation. It's been incredibly frustrating, but at this point in time, it's incredibly interesting because there should be no discussion about what Dak Prescott brings to your team. Oh, Dak is definitely counting this money. Dak on the phone with his agents right now. I mean, Dak is a team guy, so Dak's kind of pissed off about what's going on because he's team guy. He's such a fantastic leader. But Dak's agent, at least, he's sitting back rubbing his hands together like Birdman, at least. Because, contrary to the noise, Dak really does put this team on his back and he flies. Okay? Now, I'm not going to make this about Dak. But the one thing I didn't want to do, and I want people to mirror this sentiment. I don't want us to lower our standards. You know what I'm saying? You know, Andy Dalton fans, and Dak haters slash Andy Dalton fans, right? Like there was a portion of people when Andy Dalton went in for that one play in week 3 or whatever, they was cheering because they couldn't wait to get Andy Dalton in the game. There should be no other discussion. But what I don't want us to do, is to fall into typical. See, I'm very pro Dak. I'm incredibly pro Dak. And I have not hidden it on this show. I have 100% showed y'all who I am. I've showed y'all who I am. Dak ain't perfect. Let me just be clear. Dak ain't perfect. But that motherfucker is way better than a lot of these goofy ass Cowboy fans is painting him to be. So one thing I did not want to do, regardless of how funny looking Andy Dalton looks out here, I don't want to stoop down to the level of wishing Andy Dalton does bad. Because I'm a Cowboy fan and I want my team to do well. I saw a Nick Eatman tweet, and Nick Eatman said, I know damn well Andy Dalton ain't just finna be dinking and dunking the whole game. And I was like, shit, of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. You know? And the interesting thing is we finally get some good defense this week. Solid defense. We finally get some solid defense. If not for some offensive mistakes, the defense will probably... The Cardinals only had like 7 points on the board, if not for some offensive mistakes. But the defense is finally playing solid this week. And we can't get it done on offense. Now this ain't a situation like last week where Andy Dalton's forced to get up and come into the middle of the game and, you know, he has to make something happen. This ain't that. I didn't say nothing about Andy last week because that's a rough situation to come into, just getting up off the bench and just running out there. But Andy had time to prepare this week. Andy went to all the practices. Andy went to all the game plans. We know what to and what not to run. I ain't trying to hear nothing about Andy Dalton. I don't want to hear about Brandon Knight. Motherfuckers think Brandon Knight just got terrible out of nowhere. Nah. Dak get rid of the ball quick. Dak gets rid of the ball damn quick. He knows how to move and navigate. Andy think he got the 2016 Dallas O-line behind him. That's what Andy think. So he's just holding on to the football. He's just holding on to the football, and bad things happen when you do that. Bad things happen when you do that. I hope we're a little more grateful now. Whatever the reason that you wasn't on Dak's team, and I know there are some people that don't like Dak for non-football reasons. And that's incredibly unfortunate. You know? Like, if somebody don't like Dak because they don't think he's a good football player, then they're simply just wrong. And I feel like I can fix that. But there are some people that don't like Dak for reasons that aren't football. That's the sad part, and there ain't nothing we can do about that. But boy, there's no way you don't look at what the hell is going on right now and be like, yo fam, I kind of miss 4. I don't kind of miss 4. Like, I really miss 4. You know? But we got 14. We got 14. So, you know, we're gonna have to roll with 14. We're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to play some defense. We're gonna have to play better ball on offense. We're gonna have to try to get some stops, see if we can win a football game. It just is what it is. Put your foes in the chat box. There you go, chat box. I love my chat box. Put your foes in the chat box, Lord. I think Zeke is in his own head though. I think Zeke is in his own head. It's not like Zeke just woke up one morning and decided to be DeMarco Murray this year. I don't think that's the case. Zeke and even though, and I don't want to be typical. The one thing I always get on to people about is falling into typical. I don't want to do that. Tony looks incredible. I'm lying. Tony looks good. But Zeke looks good too. Zeke just need to stop fumbling. I don't want to be like, hey, Tony's better than Zeke now. I don't want to be that guy. Zeke's still Zeke. Zeke just got to not put the ball on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the offensive line goes, we got to deal, man. We just got to deal with that mess. We just got to, whatever it is that come to us, we just got to handle it. We got 659 people in here right now. Appreciate you. Be sure to tune in after the game for the post game show. That's going to be incredible. Because we have the best post game shows. The phones will be lit, and come on in. I saw people on Twitter. They was blaming Kellen Moore somehow. I don't know how the hell you put this shit on Kellen Moore. Dylan dropped 5 in the super chat. He says, "Hey Voch, where are the 80% saying Dalton is better than Dak?" Well, they've either disappeared or they simply have just moved on to hating Zeke. You know what I'm saying? It's just in their nature to hate people, so they got to hate somebody different every week. So, if they don't have the Andy Dalton ammunition to hate on him, then they're just gonna hate on Zeke, which is what they do. So we can't even, you know what I'm saying, hold them for that because that's just who they are. But Zeke, DeMarco Murray fumbled like once a game in 2016. Yeah, he fumbled once a game. Zeke can't be doing that. Zeke can't be, and I think partially it's happening because Zeke is he's trying to overcompensate for not being there. Somebody tapped Zeke on the shoulder, said, "Hey man, 4 is down. This your team now." So I just think Zeke is doing too much. If Zeke just simply get down, I think he'll be fine. If Zeke just simply gets down, he'll be good. Adrian Lindsay says he dropped a deuce in the super chat. I'm watching for clean play from developing players. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, man, it's just been a big shit sandwich, man. It's been a big shit sandwich. I hate it, man. I hate it. No excuses for Zeke. I'm not making excuses. Just I'm normally a very patient person. I'm normally very patient, and I can't give some players an entire season worth of damn slack. But Zeke fumbles, and now I can't be that guy. I try to be fair. Daryl Worley is Daryl Worley makes my head hurt. Boy, you ever thought you'd be wishing for Cheeto to come back? You ever thought you'd be wishing for Cheeto? Quarterback ain't your issue at halftime. 2 fumbles and a drop touchdown on execution. Boys fans ragging on Dalton just needs somewhere to put anger. 2 quarters left though. I do think Andy ain't playing great though. I think Andy's missing his reads. And he's holding the ball too long. So I think, and to be fair, maybe he's got to get his eyes back acclimated. But if you watch Andy, like if you watch Dak, right? And this is like a player evaluation technique to get to get an idea of guys' timing. If you watch Dak, you'll be like boom, 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 ball gone, boom, 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 ball gone. Andy's holding that thing for an extra snap, right? And that's where his pressure's coming from. That's where the hits coming from. The same, it's damn near the same offensive line that Dak has had, right? I mean, besides Zach or whatever, but. It's the same offensive line out there. It's not like Brandon Knight ain't never been blown up before. Brandon's been blown up before. Connor's been blown up before. Y'all know what Terrence Steele does. You know what I'm saying? It's just Dak either gets rid of the ball quickly, he has a feel, he steps up into the pocket, he navigates. That Buda Baker blitz, right? Now, that Buda Baker blitz was on Connor McGovern. Biotish is on Connor and Biotish. Biotish was supposed to slide up under McGovern's guy, and McGovern was supposed to come off and pick up Buda Baker. But Andy didn't feel Buda blitzing at all, right? Now, what Dak would do, Dak would find that blitz and throw into it because that's what you're supposed to do. Andy didn't see it, and he didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things like that. So Andy's not absolved from responsibility. And it's not all his fault. It's a combination of Andy, Zeke, offensive line being terrible. We gave up a big play on defense. That's what it is. But I just can't help but feel like if Rain Dakota was if Rain Dakota was in the game, this wouldn't be a conversation. Because the Cardinals ain't playing great. The Cardinals playing bad. We just playing a little worse than that, you know. Cam Perkins dropped 5 in Super Chat. Appreciate you. He says restructure Zeke and Cooper now. You can't restructure Cooper or Zeke. Then pay Dak and look back in the round. Look back in the third round so we can trade Zeke for. All right. I appreciate it, Cam. That's very Madden, but that's very Madden, but no. You gonna need your first. You gonna need all of your picks this year. And I be trying to tell people that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be so quick to give up y'all picks to go get somebody. You gonna want them damn picks this year. Without Zeke fumbles, the defense gives up 7 points. Opinions on defense. Shouts out to you, Nova Legion. I said earlier, around the 5 minute mark. I said the defense ain't playing terrible. It's just that the turnovers have put them in compromising position. So, somebody asked me, Voch, it's crazy how much money we have not on the field right now. And I thought that was interesting because Amari Cooper was the only player on the field making money. Like Tyron, Leal, Zeke was on the sideline, Dak was out. Like nobody's on the field making money except Cooper. and Coop and Dalton can't get it to him. And it's not like Coop's playing bad. Like Dalton can't get the ball to Lamb neither. Like the ball was high for Lamb. Gallup had a drop. We can't have that. But it was a funny looking pass to Coop. Like it was it's a lot of funny looking stuff. Zeke came in for a pass, some funny looking, some funny looking stuff. Tony seems to be the bright spot of the offense. So let's get Tony back involved, man. Let me make sure my Zeke who is showing. Let me make sure my Zeke who. I mean, we just gotta, Cowboys will have no players listening to fans. Yeah, fans want to just trade everybody, but we don't listen to them around here, fam. We don't listen to them around here. The Zeke hate is warranted. Yeah, Zeke's not playing great right now. But we're gonna have to fix it. JR saying he about to cry. Don't cry. We got 671 people, man. Don't forget to tune into the post game show. And Aisha, shouts out to Iverson, says it shows how valuable Dak is to this team. No shades toward Dalton. You could just tell the energy on the offense is different. Yeah, Aisha. I mean, I was saying earlier, like when the stream first started, and it was like 200 people in here. It's 660 now. I was saying, I don't want to be like the Dak haters, and just because Andy's playing bad, let's bench Andy or let's just talk shit about Andy. I want to embrace everybody and contribute to the lesson that they should be learning. You know what I mean? I want to embrace any Dak Prescott hater and just get y'all to understand that, fam, the man is out. Stop hating on the boy. 205 in Super Chat says, if this has the most, this has to be the most emotional fan base in the NFL. My head about to explode. Would think Dalton been playing game one. Okay. Zeke fumble. Like, hey, listen, welcome to Cowboy content creator headache space. That same headache you got right now is the same headache that Voch got to deal with when we dealing with these goofy ass Cowboy fans. All right. Don't forget to check out the post game show, man. We're gonna cut this thing off right now. We're gonna be back after the game is off. Let's get in the round two, man. Peace.